All right, guys, so goals for the day. Make sure that this thing has those clip-ons on there and get rid of these stock ones. So basically all it is, loosen up a few screws, and we should be able to get everything to pop. The only thing I'm really worried about is the grips. You're probably not gonna be able to save the grips, so I might not have grips on it right away. So we'll get at it. Loosen her up. The top. One. Two. 36 millimeter wrench. The big boy. Just like that. Just like that. Take it all off. We're also going to need to take off this front master bolts right here, just like that. Loosen those up, and then the same thing for the throttle as well. And this control's in here with just a Phillips, so we'll just loosen these guys up, and then once all this is done, you want to do it when this is still on there, you can just pull it all off, you know, makes it easier. So of course we got to keep this grip because it's part of the throttle. Just got that off. Simple, just two Phillips right there, should be good. One Phillips on each of these. This will pull right off, and then yeah, so we're gonna be able to keep this grip. Once again, I'm gonna try my methods with this one. Let's see. Sometimes a little tap of the old hammer just on the side here helps it come right up like that. Your triple's off. So get this ignition off and we should be all good. I'm gonna make a last ditch effort to save this. I think this might actually work, guys, so do my best to get this off and then throw on those new clips. So we got these guys loosened up. So out with the old. 1, 2 old clip-ons. Now, all you want to do, I'd like to take a rag to these, make sure you clean everything that you normally can't get when the triples and the clip-ons are installed. Take a rag down, clean it all off, you know, make sure everything's all good. I don't know, when I have things taken apart, I do like to do a little bit of cleaning, extra cleaning here and there, get all that dust off. I'll give the new clip-ons a little bit more something to clamp onto it doesn't have dust and debris, and WD-40 from me trying to get that grip off, but surprisingly it came off pretty easy, but needed both hands. So throw these new clip-ons on. Boom, till she's flush. So big pause, guys. As you can see, this is a 100% stock bike, like all you guys know. I did a test fit, you know, make sure it's going to line up. This bar is going to hit this big windscreen. These 0304s come with a huge windscreen. So I am going to do the windscreen cut as well today. I plan on only taking off, you know, maybe to the first hole. I don't know. I'm going to have to lay it out. But yeah, it's kind of put a pause on my progress to the clip-ons because of course you're going to see the bar it's going to hit. So I'm going to get back to you guys once I have this all taped up, and I know a lot of people were really curious on the windscreen cut anyway, so it's going to be cool that I'm going to get to do it for you anyway. So basically, just go like that across. It looks better, it's functional, and overall, it's a must-have if you're building a stunt bike, or you plan on even putting clip-ons on your 03, 04 at all. So tape this up, get right back to you guys. So this is the one, in my opinion, that takes the longest. It's setting this tape out, and you might want to use a different colored black or whatever, because this is kind of hard to see, but it's all I have. So you can use, you know, masking tape or anything else, yellow electric tape, whatever. But you want to make sure that you have a nice, clean line to follow all the way across. Step back, check it, make sure it's even on both sides. And I don't go as high as some people do. I don't go as low as some people do, but this is the style that's worked for me. My other 636, and it's the height I like. So it allows me to run the clip-ons that I'm about to run. If you guys want to see the whole build series and the clip-on install and everything else I'm going to do and currently have already done to this bike, make sure you check the link right there. It's my Patreon. It's where the whole build is going on. I thought I would just throw in this segment because it's been asked so much, but like I said before, this is the most important part. Make sure that this is all laid out exactly how you want it, because once you take that Dremel to these fairings, they're never going to look the same. You're cutting them, you know. So make sure you like it, make sure it's clean. Even if it takes 20 times and you go through a bunch of tape, it'll be worth it. So next step is put on that safety wear and get that Dremel fired up, and let's get into it. Alright, so we're about halfway through on this pretty clean cut. This took about 3-4 minutes. Just nice steady hand. When I thought of something that I should remind you of, because we're halfway here and I did this the first time I did it. I started from the other side right away to like meet him in the middle. Don't do it, because it needs to like flow better with one smooth line. It'll, no matter what, it's going to look like you did, I don't know, a little bit of a chop job, unless you do, you know, perfectly straight. It always will look better just one continuous line across. So as you can see, you got a little bit of debris here and there. You can clean it up later with either sandpaper or just being really delicate with that. So I'm going to keep cutting here. I'm definitely not going to be holding the GoPro much when I'm cutting. So all right, guys. So guys, I'm absolutely filthy and all burnt plastic. You're going to see it literally everywhere. Boom, look at that, comes right off. So yeah, it's gonna be everywhere. But man, does that look a lot better and cleaner. I'll show you what we do next. I'm not gonna put a stealth stay on this right away, which is pretty much an all metal bracking up front. I'm gonna try the stock because I do want to keep with the stock look for this build. So I'm just gonna do my best here to trim these nice and clean with the windscreen, which this part is metal, but this down here is plastic. So take some compressed air to it if you want. Wipe it off, whatever you need to do. I'm sure you don't want a bunch of burnt plastic on your bike. So I'll get right back at you as soon as I'm done cutting these metal parts here to make it flush with the windscreen. But as you see, all this debris that like it looked terrible and all this stuff, you can take off the tape now too, I guess, that looked terrible and stuff like that, actually looks pretty good. So I think this is one of the better cuts I've done. It looks pretty even as far as from the eye can here. I might trim down this a little bit right there. Might drive me a little bit crazy, but other than that, it looks good. So I'll get back to you when I'm done trimming that up. Alright guys, so I'm getting the little bits of debris that, you know, of course are going to be everywhere. But man, did this turn out nice. I really do like the way it looks. Definitely one of my better fairing cuts I've done. So you're just going to want to, you're going to find these little white specks or whatever, silver specks, whatever color specks they are for, you know, 10 minutes or so. Just clean it all off. Make sure it looks good. You can take a like fine sandpaper to the top of this. Doesn't really matter to me. I'm probably going to put HD Moto on it. So I'm going to get back to installing the clip-ons here. And like I said before, if you guys want to see the full stunt build on a 636, I'll put the link right up there. Pretty much done with the windscreen cut here. I absolutely love it. It looks so clean. I really do. So now we're going to have enough clearance for these clip-ons, because if we didn't, we weren't going to be able to move the bars left to right. And I like to rock my clip-ons right up there. I'm probably going to go do a top view from this, of a top view from that, to see the angle that I run them at. So it is a little bit offset on each side. And as you can see, it's going to be a really similar setup, a really similar windscreen cut. So it looks good. And I'm definitely excited to get these clip-ons on and put the bars on, test fit them, get right at it. So guys, once you get these mid pieces in place, and I'm talking about those right there, step back. I always like to eye it out. Some dudes measure it, but that looks good to me. I don't run them all the way up top. I don't like super high bars, but I do like them at that mid-range right there. So just loosely put everything together, because you're going to end up tightening and loosening it a million times if you do anything else. So I'm going to put all the, just non-stop here, I'm going to put the new handlebars on, the new grips, and the new plastics, and then I'll get to adjusting them with you guys. So stay tuned. Alright guys, so starting to tighten everything up nice and slowly but surely. So it's looking good. Looking good. So guys, here's something else that I like to do whenever I'm in here, and it's Killswitch pretty much disable. There's these two wires in there, so I'm going to cut them out really quick. Basically you want to do this just because you don't want to kick your kill switch ever, you know? You kick your kill switch or you kick your key, it's game over. So just snip it, take these two wires right here, and all we're going to do is join them together. So that's about it. Stripped them up, put some electric tape over them. So now your kill switch just won't be functional. So if you guys want your kill switch on your bike, that's fine, but I would not suggest it. In one of my later videos, I'll show you what I'll do with the key up here to make sure I don't kick it, or who's ever riding it doesn't kick it. But yeah, this is definitely, if your motor shuts off mid wheelie, you're gonna go down pretty bad. You're gonna mousetrap. You're gonna get flung over the top. So that's definitely something you can easily avoid by, when you're in here, disabling your kill switch. And then I think I'm just going to cut down the key, so it's just a little quarter turn right there, so you can't really kick it. So the last thing you want is your bike to ever accidentally turn off. So that's that. All right guys, so I like to tighten down all these one last time, just because, there's like 16 on each side total, so it can be easy to forget about one or two. But at the end, this is what it looks like, guys. It's like so much cleaner. I love this look. I'm not gonna put the clutch cable on right now because I got either a one finger or an RSC coming in the mail, so I'm not going to really worry about that right now. But other than that, the front end looks absolutely amazing. I love this look. Looks killer. So if you guys enjoyed the video, I mean, I know all y'all already probably have talked to me, and I know a lot of you guys wanted to see this at least get started. So it's already starting to look more like a stunt bike. It's already starting to look more and more like its sister. So I've never ran these 7-degree clip-ons. If you look, you can see they're out at like a 7-degree like that. Never really ran them before. Heard lots of good things about them. So I had to try them. Big shout out to Cox for making this video happen with the clip-ons. And basically, biggest shout out to you guys, because this is 100%, from you guys, and this is your build. This is, the build that a lot of you guys joined the Patreon in the first place for. So I'm happy that it's coming together. It looks killer. Maybe if it stops raining, I can go out and try rolling some stoppies on this thing after I get the clutch lever. But it looks cool, really stock, like keeping everything, stock and whatnot, like all the looks on it. So I think that looks cool. So we'll give this Killswitch mod a little check. Got to choke it. It's an 03. These 03s have chokes on them. See if the kill switch works. Nope. Doesn't do nothing. So, all right, guys. As you know, Brian, telling you guys have a good weekend. Hope you guys have fun if it's nice by you. If not, I hope you guys are wrenching on some bikes. So, I appreciate everything. Peace out, guys.